Hello guys and welcome back to another episode. So today I thought we should have a look on the new raid. So I'm not able to go in there, I don't have any special developer tool where I can go in there, but what we can do is actually we can see the bosses, we can see the model of the bosses, we can see the loot. I don't want to go tactics because they're changing like every day constantly. So tactics I want to wait with those because they will probably change, you know, every Wednesday until they finish this raid. So let's keep it on the model, the gear, and let's see what we actually can expect in from there and what eye level can we get from this new place. So let's go into it and see. So here we have the adventure guide, and as you can see we have the new raid here called the Eternal Palace. If I click on the Eternal Palace, we can see here we have all the different kind bosses. We have Abyssal Commander, Rage of Azshara, Underwater Monstrosity. That's the boss that is going to be an underwater boss. So the whole fight against this boss is underwater. So you have to swim. So if you hate swimming in World of Warcraft, well, good luck. So we're also going through Lady Priscilla Ashwain, the hatchery. And the hatchery is actually where the Nagas are getting born, raised. So like Blizzard told us, no one actually knows where Nagas are coming from or how they get hatched or raised. So this means we will actually see how Nagas are getting born. And the Queen's Court, Sacral Herald of Ensot, and Queen Azshara. So let's start with the first one, Abyssal Commander Sivara. So the model is this one here. She actually looks quite nice. I mean, this is I haven't seen this model before. It looks quite cool. It's like a Naga crossed with a crab. Yeah, I would assume that. So we can see here, if we don't look at the tags, Commander of Azshara's frontline troops. Abyssal Commander Sivara is a master of both martial and magical arts. Managing the number of stacks each player has of Frostmark marks the player with a frigid brand inflicting 384 frost damage every 1 second, or Toxic Brand marks the player with Poisonous Brand inflicting 2300 nature damage every 3rd second. Is key to this fight. Mixing both types on one player causes unstoppable mixture, a mix of potion, catalyst, and in the player causing them to explode, inflicting 4600 nature damage to all allies every 1 second for 5 seconds. Whoosh. That inflicts damage to everybody but also resets the stacks on the player who causes it in the first place. Okay. Well, so this is the module, this is the background history, and let's wait with I mean, we can have a little look at the spells, should we? Oh, there's a lot of spells. Let's maybe wait with that. So let's see what loot we can expect. So first of all, we have the Raid Finder, and Raid Finder is going to give eye level 400. What is the currently raid giving? 375, normal 390, heroic 405. So that means this new raid on Raid Finder is going to give the same as, almost the same as heroic on the other raid. Damn. Normal is giving 415 and heroic is 430 and mythic is 445. That is insane. That's really insane. So, whoosh. What about the last boss? Does it have any difference? 400, 415, 430, 445. Okay, so that's the same. Okay. I mean, that's pretty cool. So let's see what we can actually get from this boss. So we have some weapons, a polearm, dagger, fist weapon, axe, mace, crossbow, offhand. Then we have some head for leather, shoulders for mail, plate chest, chest cloth. I mean, we have some different pieces of gear as you can see here, and one trinket for spellcasters, damaging spellcasters. Okay. Then we have Rage of Azshara, and there's actually no model for Rage of Azshara. I guess taking a handmaiden as willing sacrifice, Azshara forged into being an elemental of storm and arcana, powered by the soul of handmaiden herself. The resulting monstrosity is the avatar of Azshara's rage. So I guess this boss doesn't have a module because it's a storm. So it's basically just a big storm. And the storm also drops weapons. Ooh, then actually we get a two-handed weapon for warriors and paladins and so on. Looks... I like that. That's really cool. Well, we also get some other items. All the standard items. Let's go to the refiner. All the standard thing. Actually, mythic is much cooler. Gear, 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 gear. 445. No module because it's a storm. Okay. And also a lot of abilities. Underwater Monstrosity, that's the boss that is going to be an underwater boss. I don't think this is the final. I don't think this is the final model. I'm pretty sure this is not the final because it's right now it has like a. It looks exactly like the mount, and why should a boss have like a mount? So I guess this is an under construction skin, probably. I hope. And terrible monstrosity lurks under the depths of the Eternal Palace. And it also drops loot with different items, weapon, gear, armor, so on, trinkets. Has also a lot of damage, spells and phases. Darkest Death, Gaze Below and so on. Okay. Lady Priscilla Ashwain. Swoosh. That's a pretty lady. Okay, interesting. Lady Ashwain beans the encounter encased in a hardened carapace. A hardened shield protects Lady Ashwain, absorbing 60% of her maximum health. Absorbing all damage when the carapace is destroyed. The azurite crystal embedded into Lady Ashwain flare to life and she begins to gain energy. Upon reaching 100 energy, she generates her hardened carapace. Okay, so she gets some kind of a azurite skin. This armor on the top, I guess that's azurite. Okay, loot, also different items. And we have 2 stages on this boss. Quite cool. And model. Next boss is the hatchery, where we see how, I guess, Orgosa tends to the hatchery within Nashatari. Orgosa tends to the Naga's hatchery within Nashatar, incubating and empowering all manner of creatures. Dripping Ichor splashes into the arena from a bow, inflicting 57,000 nature damage to enemies within 6 yards of the impact. Signifies the arrival of Soultrites in phase 1 and Orgona's Naga allies in phase 2. After 3 casts of Dripping Ichor, that's the same, Orgosa will transition to the Naga chamber. Follow it. So this guy is the one who creates Nagas? Okay, so he's like a bread mother or earth mother, what you call it. Interesting. And then you have a Sodroid. And you can see they have some kind of old guard theme with the big eyes. And also here, the eye. And then they have some bodyguards, some mages, and warriors. Interesting. And again, also a lot of loot. The Queen's Court. No descriptions, but it has spells. Module, Selivas the Sealers, and Pashmar the Fanatical. So against 2 Naga commanders. I mean, they don't have any history yet, so cannot really see what's about, but yeah, okay. But I can see they have some different spells here. Huh. And then we have well, and of course also gear. Saquel Herald of the Insot. Ooh, that's a really Insot. That cape. Oh, I guess they're not finished with the skin yet, or else someone must have washed this cape in a wrong wash. Well, the shoulders and head is quite cool. It's really Insot theme, really cool. I hope we can get that transmog. And then he has some members: horrific summoners, horrific visions, unleashing nightmare, first arcanist. Oh, that's first arcanist Azshara. What is she doing in there? Is she also evil now? The mouthpiece for the end of days, Saquel, the herald of Insot, shreds the last vestige of sanity from a world in chaos, laying the foundation of Azeroth's new god. The health percentage of Herald assaults the players' minds, pulling them deeper into realms of insanity. While players are in these insanity realms, they continually gain stack of hysteria. Delving into insanity realm, being affected by horrific visions, increase players' hysteria, inflicting 1500 shadow damage every 1 second, 35 seconds. The further they dive into these realms, the faster it stacks. Each realm employs its own method of assaulting players' mind within the fear realm. Players continually spawn horrific visions that inflict that additional damage stacks on hysteria. Within the delirium realm, everyone becomes hostile but has their haste increased. Haste increasement. After all realms have opened, Saquel gains an empowered version of his ability that allow players to move between realms in order to combat his mechanics. That's quite nice. Sounds like a fun fight. Tiny hand. And of course, some nice loot. And a lot of abilities. Stage 1, 2, oh shit. 4 phases. Damn. Oh, okay, so first Arcanist Talisera is only going to be a mythic. Pulls everyone back to reality to prevent them from succumbing to Saquel's madness, then falls to victim of the whispers of the old gods. Okay, so she's actually going to help us, and then maybe she's getting evil after that. Quite cool. And the last one, the beloved Queen Azshara, that we all have been waiting for to kill a final day. And she has a lot of trash mobs. So that's the Queen Azshara. Then we have Atel, some kind of a mage, Serrano, some kind of a commander, or Sealer's Hulk, Beefan the Frozen Heart, Ashvaran Devoted, Sarans, Loyal Myrmidon. So a lot of trash mobs on this boss. Queen Azshara will use all the forces at her command to disable the ancient ward, keeping you alive while attempting to override the Titan device, keeping Insot imprisoned. So she's trying to free Insot so he's not imprisoned anymore, so he can control our world. That's going to be interesting to see what will happen. But she also has some cool loot. I mean, the only weapon she actually drops is this polearm and a staff. But right now, I mean, everything can change. It's only test realm. Yeah. So I mean, this is pretty much everything for the new raid. We don't really go. I will not go through all these phases. Oh, she has a lot of phases, because all these things can change every single day. So let's wait with talking about tactics. I just wanted to show you the loot and the modules and just the history about them. That's pretty much everything. So yeah, so I mean, that's everything. And if the rumors is true, actually I believe the patch will be here in for maybe 1-2 months. But if the rumors are true, Blizzard is going to talk about this patch 8.2 at BlizzCon, and BlizzCon is first in you can say 1 month, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. So that means if they are going to talk about patch 8.2 at BlizzCon, we are first seeing this new patch in 7 months. That means in 7 months we have to do exactly what we're doing right now. So if that's true, I really hope you have something to do in 7 months in the game, or else you're going to get quite bored. But that's the rumors that they're going to talk about patch 8.2 at BlizzCon. If that's true, whoosh, then we're going to keep going into Crucible of Storms for 7 months. I hope that rumor is false and we will be getting the new patch in for next 2-3 months. Normally when a patch goes into test realm, it only takes like 2-3 months before it actually releases. But I mean, we will see. I just hope the rumors about 8.2, that is going to be the new raid and all that, is first at BlizzCon. I don't hope that, but I mean, we'll see. No one knows right now. They haven't released agenda for the BlizzCon, but probably soon. I mean, you can soon buy the tickets. I think you can buy the tickets on Saturday. I think it's 4 May you can buy it. But I mean, we'll see. So thanks guys for watching, and well, leave down a comment if you have any questions or anything you want to say about these bosses. Are you disappointed? Are you happy for these bosses? What do you think about all this new stuff? So again, let me know in the comments, and see you in the next video.